Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are those nerdy guys. I am Bones, and with me, of course, is Logan. Hey.
Hello, Bones.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
Kidding! Boom! Right, today's video is the most anticipated games of 2023.
Exciting!
Yes. Now these will be in no particular order, so it won't be, obviously 10 to 1 or 1 to whatever. It's just gonna be sort of random. There will be some similarities, but I am trusted that we are going to be having a few different ones, I would say, definitely.
Yeah, I got different taste. I got better taste than you anyway, so.
Okay, that hurts. Anyway, carrying on.
Bones is number 1. We can all guess what it is. Call of Duty Season 2.
It's nothing Call of Duty related, okay? Actually, you know what? I'm going to start then. Okay, my first one.
Warzone.
No, Spider-Man 2. Sequel to Insomniac's Spider-Man 1 that came out on the PlayStation 4. Yeah, Spider-Man. Shut up. You know what I meant? Right. Okay. Yeah. So, Spider-Man 2, baby. Yeah. Sequel to the Insomniac's first one, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I was going to say Spider-Man 1 there, but I didn't. Okay.
And Miles Morales.
Yes, and Miles Morales. Obviously, this game is going to be featuring both those characters in it. Yes.
We don't really know anything about the game, to be completely honest. We haven't seen gameplay either.
No,
but
it's mainly been sort of just like, your standard.
Yeah, we
trailers.
know it's going to be good.
Well, yeah.
Most likely.
Yes,
Most likely.
Given like the reception to Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Spider-Man was so fucking good.
Spider-Man is
I'm curious to
amazing.
how they make this an actual sequel in a way of like what can they like improve upon, because we're obviously going back to New York City, so
yes,
the groundwork's already there for.
Well, we at least know one of the villains is going to be Venom, which to be fair, I think is actually quite a good
Carnage has to
make.
be in this.
Well, you would hope so.
I feel like there's going to be like a secondary, like last one had like quite a few villains anyway.
Last one, it was pretty much the Sinister Six, almost.
Yeah, and I feel like this one's definitely going to have Carnage.
Yeah, because like you said, this is a sequel.
I can feel it in my nipples.
Your nipple. Okay,
my nipples are tingling when I say that name. Carnage is yours.
It's like your spidey sense. Your nipples fine.
My nipples are tingling.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, we don't know much about
PS5 exclusive as well. So
about
it's
time.
Full power! Ah!
No official release date, but I imagine we can't be far off. We'll be getting some sort of announcement within before the second quarter of the year, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Probably the end of the first quarter, really.
I'm going to hazard a guess and probably say November time.
I'm going to say November 21st.
I'm going to say November, the week of the 12th.
The week of the 12th.
I don't know, it could be a Wednesday. That's what I'm saying, the week.
Yeah, so Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's not really much else to say because we don't really know much else.
No, yeah, I know, not much to say. So
right, so obviously I'm starting fresh because there's one out next week, Hogwarts Legacy.
Ah, yes.
I'm just going to put it out there. Just because we're buying the game does not mean you're anti-trans. That nonsense I'm seeing online right now.
Oh,
it's such bullshit, and it's trying to guilt people to not buy this game. Or if you buy this game, you hate. No, you don't. No. Fucking stupidity is that. Like, honestly,
there's no...
Keep that pish out of it.
There's no correlation between the two.
No,
like,
there really isn't.
If you buy this game,
the people that made the game, they all just hate trans people and gays and all that, do they? No, that's stupid.
It's such a silly point to make.
Out next week, Avalanche Studios. I'm quite curious because this is like their first sort of game.
This is their first AAA, like big game.
Big game. They've done like, was it them that did Mad Max and all that?
No, they didn't do Mad Max. They were primarily... I'm pretty sure they started off as like a Disney. The one I'm thinking of anyway.
Am I getting mixed up?
It is Avalanche, yeah. Because when I looked up on the games that they had, credit for and stuff like that, it was a lot of like, so I seen like Hannah Montana in there. And stuff
they did do a Disney game of some
sort.
Like
a few Disney games, yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely their sort of like big, like their big AAA. Like everyone's excited for this.
Oh yeah, it's a big IP as well.
Fucking love Harry Potter, man. Expelliarmus!
Crucio! Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I can't wait for this game, man. Shame there's no Quidditch.
I hope it lives up to like the expectation that I feel like a lot of people have with it. I feel like there is it offers a lot. Like,
I was down on it for a long time because I was like, I just have a feeling it's just gonna be crap. As usual, a week before release, they're releasing the gameplay videos and they've done the previews for all the big outlets and all the previews were really good as well, very positive.
Yeah, no,
so now I was like, fuck, I'm starting to get the fever of being. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's great.
Oh yeah, so do I, 100%.
I'm pretty sure. If you pre-order, you get play early.
If you pre-order, you get 72 hours early access, or is it?
No, it's like you get to play it. 72 hours early access. That's like the whole game.
No, like, sorry, 72 hours before like the release or something.
Like some of the game
it's
time.
like, I'm pretty sure if you get like the, let's call it the Ultimate Edition, most expensive one, it is possibly 3 days early access you get to it.
Damn it.
It's tempting, I know, isn't it?
Oh, those ones always get me.
Oh, I know.
The Ultimate Editions, I never buy them because they'd be like, oh, skins and all. I don't give a fuck about that. But
Yeah,
see when they slip in a little 3 day
like
early
3 days,
thing.
and you're like, oh, ahead of the curve. Yes, please.
Oh, then you can put it on Xbox and you can secretly move to New Zealand and you get to actually play it 4 days early.
Oh, I love New Zealand. But yeah, this looks like a very ambitious game, I would say.
I'm gonna get that. I know I am.
Are you?
I'm gonna choke on Monday and be like, oh, I can take a play this tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be. It possibly might look like it's gonna be one of that games where it's, you know, each playthrough is not gonna be the same.
Hopefully,
because I feel like a big part of the story in that, from what I've seen and what I've sort of like gathered, it plays a part on, you know, which house you choose at the start and stuff like that. It has like a big impact on the story, and like it's all there is different outcomes depending on, like, you know, house and that you choose. Sort of thing. Question: what house, if you can choose, right? I think you can. What house will you choose?
Slytherin.
See, I was thinking that
or
as well.
Ravenclaw.
I was thinking
Gryffindor. Goody two shoes.
Yeah, but there's no sort of like what Mass Effect had, like Renegade and like Paragon.
I wish it did.
Yeah,
maybe,
considering
maybe this game does well and they do a sequel, they do something like that.
Considering you can do, like, you can practice the dark arts, you know.
You can kill people.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that would have been
straight up.
That would have been like a good dynamic.
I'm gonna be killing people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you always can't just walk around Hogwarts and start fucking killing anyone. Anyone mouth
no
shut.
repercussions at all.
Look at the nerd going down the hall. Wish you could. Be class. No one's in the hall. I got speak bots. I'm so excited.
I know what you mean, though.
But yeah,
there's been a murder. A young boy has died. Just you walking around, just going, Crosso! Just to everyone.
Oh man, I actually can't wait. The combat in the game actually looks really fun as well.
It does.
Which has really been like
one thing
the hardest
that
thing I thought they were going to struggle with.
Yeah, one thing I'm almost slightly worried about is, I know it's an open world game, right? And you can fly around, you know, obviously on like your bloody broom, whatever it calls, the Nimbus 3000. And of course you can fly around on, what are they called? It's not Griffins.
I see you meant with the Nimbus. Dragon Ball Z reference there, Bones. I don't know if you meant it, but I'm taking it.
But yeah, in terms of like the open world, and you know how you can fly around in it, I feel like, is it going to be these areas? Are they going to have different, you know, like something in it to keep you entertained? So it's not going to be like a Ubisoft open world where it's just every environment and that feels the same. It's boring.
You can't with Hogwarts because there's like, so much.
Yeah,
everything's different.
So that's like the one.
I know it's based in the late 1800s.
Yeah, that's like the one I'm sort of like on the fence for when it comes to like the open world aspect of it. Like, I want it to be, there's stuff to be in it, like entertaining, like, you know, good side quests and that to keep you entertained.
When you speak to people in this game, I don't actually know this. I'm hoping you tell me. Is there like a speech bubble thing, or is it?
Not gonna lie, I actually don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing anything
like
a
Witcher, Mass Effect, and that sort of. You know,
like you can choose your own dialogue.
Yeah, like Mozart Horizon, like you choose your dialogue and different options, or is it like?
I would assume so.
You are voiced. I know that.
Yeah, the character you are is voiced.
You create your own avatar.
Yeah.
And then you pick the house. I don't know about the speech thing. Oh, I don't know. But yes, I am very excited. It's out on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I think this is Xbox One and all as well.
I don't know if it's last gen.
It might be, actually.
I hope it's not, but
I hope it's not. But
I think it probably will be.
I think it will be.
Given games these days.
Yeah. But yes, very excited for that. Out next week.
Yes. Okay. Well, we've gone from excited to my next choice, which is, I was excited to begin with, but
Season 2.
Skeptical. No, it's not Season 2 of Call of Duty. It's Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League.
I didn't bother putting that after the leaks came out.
Yes, I didn't think you would. I said we'll talk about the leaks just to begin with, okay? Just to kind of get out of the way, and the reason why it's skeptical right now.
Those are real leaks.
Yeah. So there was, I don't know if you've seen it or not, obviously you probably find it somewhere on the internet, just anywhere just now. There was a leaked image from what looked like essentially the main, not the main menu, but like the in-game sort of like main menu of Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League.
Basically the UI, user interface.
Essentially what it looks like before you start a mission sort of thing.
Genetic.
Yeah.
Like
at the top,
like
there
Call of
was
Duty or something.
Yes, there was a lot of different currencies, which spells out microtransactions
Yeah.
and
You mean the battle pass?
Yes.
Store.
Yeah. Now, obviously, Rocksteady haven't explicitly said that this is a live service game. Although there's a lot of rumors that it looks like it's going to be.
Did they not say it was? Apparently, ages ago they announced they said it was a live service game. I didn't know that either.
Did they? I haven't.
Yeah,
I didn't
like,
realize
it's a live service game.
See, I didn't
must
think
have missed
they'd had actually explicitly said it was a live service game.
Fucking live service game. I'm so sick and tired of live service games. It's ruining everything. Can single player studios stop? Studios and publishers, or someone in there is coming up with our talents lie in good storytelling and open world graphics and great character designs. Why don't we just make a live service game and cut it all to bullshit? Make a little like social hub so everyone can like meet up with their fancy skins that they pay for in the store.
Yeah, we all know why. Money.
Oh, I'm fucking sick and tired of it, man.
But yes, anyway.
And then if I hear the thing, the game might still be really good. I don't give a fuck.
I hope this game is good, right? It's by Rocksteady. They are a very good studio. You know,
Well,
they've done.
The founders and all that have left. Do you know that?
I did, yes. But I won't have faith, right? Because
jump ship before it crashes.
I know this is set in the Arkhamverse, obviously, from the previous Arkham games. This is canon. It is set in that, and obviously
Batman's there.
It's bittersweet, yes, because we get Kevin Conroy, R.I.P., who is doing his last performance as the titular character of Batman. Essentially,
Batman.
Yeah, essentially he is Batman. So yeah, from what we've gathered from initial sort of like, you know, trailers and stuff like that, it looks like it's Brainiac that is almost the main villain, that is sort of like, you know, he's taking control over all the Justice League, and Amanda Waller has sent in the Suicide Squad to, I say contain, but it's literally in the title, kill the Justice League.
Good one. Let's be real. Like they can fucking kill the Justice League.
Especially not Superman. There's not a chance in hell
like
they're going to be doing
Flash
that.
And like Batman. You know he's human and all, but you know what I mean.
Oh, I know, yeah. They're still terrified of him, even though he's human. But yeah, I hope to God
and he's straight up killing.
This game exceeds and is not what this leak image and stuff like that has
Bones,
garnered
his Suicide Squad tonight. Yeah, sure, man. Let's go out. All the servers are down. We can't play.
I'm optimistic, right? I still in my head I'm thinking it's Rocksteady, you know, they know what they're doing. I want it to be amazing.
I was so upset when I saw those leaks. I just couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I was like, oh my god, why does everyone's following the same sort of brain? What happened to video games being like different? Every game being different and fun and caring about what they're creating.
No, yeah, 100%.
I know the bit. We still care. Yeah, I know that, but because you're getting paid a lot of money to make the game as well. But like, I feel like everything's just the same right now.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like slight. This is
what is going on with
note,
AAA games right now?
It's like studios and like
live service
seem to think that single player games won't sell, which is a ridiculous statement.
Annoying.
Yeah, but yeah,
not on my list.
Let's move on. What do you have up next?
A game I'm kind of I'm like looking forward to it, but I'm also like
skeptical.
Yeah, Redfall.
Ah, yes, that's on mine as well.
By Arcane Studios, which will launch. Which is out in, is it May? Is it May? March? May? March?
No, it's May.
May 12th? No, something else. Anyway, it's out on Xbox exclusive, and PC. Game Pass for both of them as well, or you need to buy it on Steam.
Yeah.
I don't know why you do that anyway. So, I don't know, because it's Arcane Studios and I really like them. But again, it's not. So, you know, I think this might have been just their idea, or maybe Bethesda's, because this was not Microsoft's idea for them, obviously, to make this game.
Yeah.
Because it was in development when they bought Microsoft bought Bethesda.
Yeah.
Or ZeniMax to be exact. Yeah. So it's kind of like a similar idea where it's kind of like almost like a looter shooter, hero looter shooter idea to it.
It's like an open world.
You're on the island, and there's like vampires, and there's different like vampire factions. And you can kill humans that want like what they call familiars and all that sort of shit.
Yeah,
people that want to be vampires. So it's like that, and it's got like different characters. It does look really cool. It's got that arcane sort of twist to it. And as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure what's the Doom Studio called again?
ID Software.
ID Software. I was gonna say Software ID there, but it's the other way around. They helped with the development of this game with the way the guns and shooting work. So that gives you a bit more. That is a good sign, because I think Arcane are a great studio, but I don't think their gunplay has ever been stellar compared to other studios.
No, I would agree with that. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also skeptical, and I don't like how it's always online.
I would agree with you there. Yes.
But yes, we are always online. Everyone's always connected to the internet. But what there's the time you're just not for a day. But then you can't play like this game, for example, because you're not online.
Yeah.
It's a bit silly to me. I don't like the idea of everything going always online. You know, we're always online, but I don't like being forced into it. If you get what I mean.
No, you like to have the choice.
Yeah, I want the choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am looking forward to this game. I'm also skeptical. I'm scared it's gonna be buggy.
I'm in the same boat.
I'm scared how the multiplayer because.
I feel like it looks like it could be
PvP was very rough for a while. Yeah. You know, by the time I stopped playing it, it was still quite rough. It was laggy and disconnections. You want to try and invade someone's world and all that. Yeah. So hopefully it's fucking better in this one. But yeah, I do have that on my list. It's not my most like woo game, but I'll play it. It's on Game Pass. Anyway.
Yeah, like you'd be pleasantly surprised if it's good.
Xbox needs wins. Yeah, they're dire need of W's right now.
Yes, they are.
I only have that Hi-Fi Rush, which I've not actually played. I need to play it though.
I've started it. I played maybe about an hour or two of it. It is fun. I am into it. I probably will go back and play it at some point.
I like the art style and stuff like that, so I will play that. But they need more W's. They need the juicy games out.
Yeah,
and this is gonna be one of their first juicy games, big AAA games. So looking forward to that one.
Yeah. So next up for me is another Xbox Game Pass. It's Atomic Heart.
Oh, I have that as well, actually.
Yes.
I thought it looks really cool, that game.
It looks really cool. It's almost like a Soviet sci-fi FPS.
It looks like BioShock.
Yeah, it has like a BioShock.
I get major BioShock
element to it. Yeah,
vibes from it, like just the way the trailers have been. I just get that vibe of BioShock, and when I get that vibe, I'm into it. I want to play this game. Is that on Game Pass at launch?
Yeah, Game Pass demo.
Yeah.
And that is releasing on February the 21st, so not long.
Oh shit, that's not long at all.
Yeah.
A few weeks.
I don't know. I feel like it could almost be a bit of like a sleeper in terms of like, I feel like a lot of people aren't necessarily thinking much of it. Like they're looking at it and thinking, okay, it's it's okay. There's not a lot of hype, I would say.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like trailers or that coming out. Like, oh, this game is out in a few weeks, or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like it could be like a really fun, weird sort of like FPS, this weird Soviet themed mechanical robots and stuff like that. Like whole combination together. I'm pretty sure there's like a melee crafting in it as well, as far as I was aware. Which leads to like how in depth is that going to go? Is it going to be pretty basic and stuff like that? Is combat primarily going to be melee based? Even though I know obviously it is a shooter.
I hope the story's good.
Yeah. I don't really know what the story necessarily is.
I haven't got a clue. I've only seen the trailers and the gameplay stuff, and that's why I just put it on my list, just because it looks cool. I get BioShock vibes. I'm into it.
Yeah, no, definitely not. So yeah.
Next up. So this is like one of the big ones. Starfield!
I knew you were going to say that at some point. Yes, Starfield.
What's a sci-fi game? It's RPG. It's Bethesda. Whatever your opinion on them is, trust me, I've had my harsh opinions on them.
Yeah.
But this is their first Bethesda game studios. They did not make Fallout 76. That was not like them. They helped with it.
It's the first new IP in.
They helped with 76, I think, after its launch because it was a disaster. But like this is their first IP since
it's like 25 years or something like that.
But a new IP, yeah. This is the first new IP is it's like a very, 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 very long time. Yeah. But it's the first game they've released since Fallout 4.
Yeah,
you can include the expansions, but let's just say Fallout 4 for example. And yeah, I feel like this game, how long has it been developed on for? Like 100 years now. Fallout 4 came out in 2015. Seems fucking like ages ago. What was it, like 8 years ago or something? Like, come on. And like, there is talk that this game might be 30 FPS at launch on Xbox, which means I'll be getting it on PC because I cannot deal with 30 FPS in a game. No, I just can't.
No, not in this day and age.
But
especially not for.
From what we've seen in the game, it looks really fucking cool. Like it looks really, really cool.
It looks like
I still don't really know what the story is about. To be honest, yeah. I feel like
they've been pretty vague.
Yeah, which is a good thing. They are a storytelling company. I don't think they're as good as other storytelling like RPG, like BioWare or CD Projekt Red. Sorry, but like in terms of like freedom of choice and just you're just make your character go into the universe now.
Space.
Like 1,000 planets. I'm curious to how that's going to work. I remember the first time we heard that, I was just really hyped. But then the more you think about it, you're like, is that really a lot of emptiness? But then it's like, could it be like a thing of choice? So if you want to like build bases or like get supplies and sell, you go to these planets and just like look for resources, kind of like No Man's Sky. And that, you don't have to do that. I think when people see that, they're like, oh, they want more about it. But it's like I don't think you're gonna have to go to these planets. You're not gonna have to do 1,000 planets. I think it's for people that are obsessed with like building cool ships or building bases or gathering resources and selling it on and stuff like that.
Yeah, because see, when they said that, like, it was going to be like a really like a massive game and like, the whole solar system and like so on and that, I immediately thought of like No Man's Sky and how when that sort of like showed off, it's like almost overwhelming. You're like, oh, why? Like, yeah, it's great having the choice, and like all that, but then is almost at a point where it's like, is it too much sort of thing? But you make a good point of saying it's there. You don't necessarily have to do all of it or like sort of thing. You're going in like your own direction, which I think creates like a unique dynamic for like a lot of players. Like they're gonna have different versions of this game and stuff like that.
This is what this game will bring. Everyone's going to be like, oh, did you do this bit? Like,
everyone's going to have like a different experience.
What bit? I haven't done that. Have you done this bit? Whoa. What's that bit? Like, everyone's going to be different. And that's what I love about these games.
And it looks so in depth as well in terms of like the customization that they showed off for like, your ships and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's just like, they're obviously going to do a massive developer direct that's just aimed at Starfield, but obviously the release date at the end. No one knows the release date. I think it's still meant for the first half of the year. So it could be summer, it could be May. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not sure when. But I fucking love sci-fi games. There's just not too like many amazing ones.
There's not many that hit that spot.
RPG sort of genre, like Mass Effect for me.
Yeah, Mass Effect is probably like top tier of, sci-fi.
I know you get Destiny and all that as well, but that's like different. I meant like RPG sort of like storytelling.
Like a really like a solid experience.
Yeah, I don't put Destiny in that. I put Destiny in more like a looter shooter sci-fi, but
yeah,
Mass Effect's the only thing I can think of. And you can like build your own crew and stuff like that, and hire your own crew. And it looks so good. The only complaint I had about from that one from last year was that the gun sounds didn't sound great, and when you like shot someone, there wasn't like a punch to it. There isn't like I don't know. You
almost falls flat in it.
And there was no like blood or anything, which I thought was weird. I was like, where's the blood? This better not be Microsoft fucking being like, no, you need to aim for team ratings.
It could be one of the things where it's just because it's like, it's
I want the kids to play it. Like, shut the fuck up. Kids are playing GTA. Like, get a grip. Anyway, that was more like aimed at Halo more than anything. No. Sorry, Starfield.
Yeah. No. Looking forward to that. It's going to be, I mean, I hope to God it's going to be amazing because it looks like it has the potential to be, one of like the most like sort of like sought after and like
biggest games of the year. It will be like up there as the biggest game of the year.
Yeah,
it probably had the most sales and most played, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I would hope so.
Can't really think of anything else that might match it.
Off the top of my head, no, I can't either.
No.
But yeah, moving on, I have the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, I had that as well.
Interesting. See, I didn't think you would.
I think the game looks really cool. I remember I played a bit of it, but it was when I was younger. I watched my cousin play it on the GameCube, but way back in the day.
Yeah. So of course, this is the remake of the 2005 original Resident Evil 4. Yeah, they've kind of been hitting it out of the park a little bit, I would say, with these Resident Evil, or like almost like revamp in a way.
Apart from Resident Evil 3, well, they did well, but it was like a 2-hour game.
Resident Evil 2 was. Like, absolutely amazing and like so good.
Even though I appreciate the quality of that game, I can't play it because I'm too fucking scared of it.
That's why I was surprised you had this on your list, because this game looks like it's arguably scarier.
Well, Resident Evil, from what I remember, wasn't known as the horror one. It was more like, it wasn't as scary as the other Resident Evils, from what I remember.
Yeah,
like it wasn't that sort of game. It obviously was that game, but it's not as like
you're
not getting to pitch black halls with zombies jumping out at you every 2 seconds.
I know, but you are in like a dark, creepy village with like.
Yeah, but your guy, like you're cool and all that.
And you're Leon. You're cool and
that. You're cool.
That's your powers.
It's like you're cool, and it's just like no one can stop you if you're cool.
But yeah, that releases on March 24th, and I'm looking very much forward to that. I've been getting more into horror games, I would say.
Looking very much forward to that. Does that make sense?
I've been looking very much forward to that. Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Does that make sense? Does it sound right?
I've been looking I've been looking forward to that. Just translate it yourself. Okay, you know what I mean.
I'm just curious what you mean by this. Starting to like Yoda soon. Very much. I am looking forward to Resident Evil 4.
But yeah, it looks like it's got a sort of like almost like a complete overhaul in terms of like, the game mechanics and stuff like that, and like the movement. they are doing obviously what Resident Evil 2 sort of started off with, in terms of like that more new modernized feeling in terms of like the movement, sort of like, you know, the third person perspective over your shoulder camera look, how it feels a lot more cleaner and, you know, easier to move.
Has it got like stealth takedowns and stuff? I think I saw a video of that. He goes up behind someone, jams him in the neck.
I mean, that would be nice, that introduction. I don't think they've done that in the recent remakes.
I saw that today, I'm pretty sure. Like gameplay clip.
There's been a few
I don't know if it was
recent gameplay clips released.
I don't know if it's like a mechanic or if it's just like that bit. He just goes up behind someone.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, just like stealth takedowns and shit.
No, it looks, but yeah, it's like you said, it looks absolutely gorgeous from what we've seen.
The graphics and everything about it looks amazing.
Yeah, and yeah, not long to wait. So,
yep.
excited.
This was one of the games that came in that NVIDIA leaks back in like 2019.
Oh, yeah.
And so many of those games are like true. I remember that time studios were like, none of this is true. And like Resident Evil 4 Remake was the one that was there.
Just probably because they legally can't announce it at that time.
Titanfall 3 was there.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
But like, was that Apex? I hate when they called it the Apex Legends single player. Apparently that was like, I had BT and all that in it.
Yeah.
We're going off topic, but I want to talk about it.
Here we go.
I was really fucking emotional. I was like, I really hope this rumor of that game being cancelled was not Titanfall single player. They kept calling it the Apex Legends universe. Stop calling it that.
It was Titanfall, right?
Titanfall was fucking badass. Like
Apex Legends is derived from Titanfall, not the other way around.
It was like a war game. People die. Now it's like made into the Apex Legends jokey universe because Apex Legends when it launched was fucking sick, but now it's like, I feel it's just too like, it's too many jokes and all that. Like, give me back to the war. Give me back to people dying, tears,
death.
But yeah, apparently that was the rumor of that cancelled Apex Legends universe game. And it was like BT apparently gets resurrected and stuff. I was like, I swear to fuck, this better not be true. And I've been leaks. It said Titanfall 3. I expect Titanfall 3 one day. I will fight for Titanfall 3. Yeah, right, okay.
We deserve it.
That's me.
Moving on from the rant.
Champion of Heroes 3. That's all. No, I'm kidding. No, Champion of Heroes 3. Yeah, that's on my list. I played the second one, which felt like a lifetime ago.
Right.
It's an RTS game based in World War II. I think this one's based in Italy and Northern Africa.
All right, okay.
So, and it has... See, Champion of Heroes 2 PC only as well, by the way. Actually, it's coming out on console, apparently. I did not know this.
Is it?
I don't know if it's coming out at the same time as PC, but...
Probably later on, I imagine.
I mean, RTS gaming, you have to play it on PC.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend
it's a better experience.
I would not recommend that on console.
No.
But yeah, so the other ones were... The Champion of Heroes 2 was a Russian campaign. And... I actually really enjoyed it as well. So it's just like all the different units and like you go for the like little flags and like it was like campaign missions. Yeah. But this one's more like a dynamic map similar to the looks of like Total War. I mean what, I'm just gonna put it up so it makes sense.
It's easier.
I feel like I'm not making sense right now when I'm trying to explain this. I'm not like a massive like Champion of Heroes person, but like I love RTS games. So like basically any RTS game, like StarCraft for example.
Yeah.
So I'm very much looking forward to this game. So yep, I don't really know much about it apart from when I saw the campaign map and I saw all the cool different units and stuff like that, and it's got 2 campaigns as well. I'm really buzzing for this. It was meant to be out the end of last year, but obviously got delayed, and I think that's out next month, March. I think
it's not far.
Yeah, but yeah, buzzing for that game. Love me some tactical games.
Interesting. Right. So next up, I have a game that was recently pushed back. Not too much. Okay.
Star Wars.
Yes. Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Star Wars. Vader, stop.
So yeah, the new release date of that is now April 28th. It's not a massive, jump in terms of like
no, it was only
release date.
2 weeks or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, obviously it's a sequel to 2019 Fallen Order, which was a very, very good game. I feel like
I had issues with it.
Okay, interesting. Do explain in terms of
my issue was that the game was fucking buggy as fuck at launch.
I remember there being a few bugs.
I only went back to a few bugs.
I don't remember having that bad of an experience.
Frame rate drops was the big issue for me. I fucking hate frame rate drops in games. It just puts me off, and
it ruins it. Yeah,
that's what happened with that game. And at the time, it not like I had like an Xbox One X. I think that's what it was on stuff like that. And I just could not stand the FPS drops. It really did fucking drive me up the wall, and I just gave up on it. I only went back to it recently because I know what happens now. I've seen the clips and all that. Because
Yeah.
I was so fucking annoyed at it. I love Star Wars, and I was so pissed off. So I really hope this game launches. I know that
in a better state,
much better. At least get the frame rate drops. I cannot stand it.
No, yeah, I'm from me personally, I didn't, from what I can remember, I didn't have any sort of like that bad of like problems with it in terms of like frame rate and stuff like that. There was minor bugs and stuff like when that's where we started the game because your character just got stuck in the middle of bloody nowhere or something.
Yeah, but that's fucking annoying.
It's annoying, but it's still it's a good story.
Vader scene at the end is one of the coolest Vader scenes I've
ever
seen.
The Vader scene is
and it uses
amazing.
It uses Revenge of the Sith music.
It's like any time
why do Star Wars
they get
games not use that
permission
more?
to use Vader in anything, it's just like it's always so iconic.
Soundtrack is so important in any medium, like games and movies, TV shows, and they got the John Williams, like what's it called, like Anakin's Fall or something music. When Vader turns up,
betrayal.
It's like that part of that song,
right? Okay,
Anakin's betrayal, and it's when Vader comes out and you hear that sort of slow music in the background and the slow. Oh, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Oh, and like when she's like, "It's him," you're like, "Yeah, it's him."
Because what is she? Is she not like one of the sisters?
Yeah,
yeah.
Like her daughter was one of the sisters.
Ah, yes. But
you
yeah,
failed me for the last time, Inquisitor. Oh. Chills.
It's Star Wars, and
then she slices them, and it has that Anakin music. Oh, so fucking good! I don't know why more Star Wars games don't just get the license for it. They must do because it's all part of Disney. They got a partnership to make a Star Wars game. They should get the fucking license to do get the music from Revenge of the Sith. Simple. Prequel music is peak music.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to like another good Star Wars game. I feel like they don't have
set 5 years after the last one.
Yeah. Sorry, it's 5 years after the last one. So interesting to see what happens. Apparently, it's set like after like 5 years. It's in like the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It's like supposed to be set in that.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I know.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Apparently, it's set in like that sort of like roughly like that time period. Apparently, I mean that doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna see like Obi-Wan or anything. But given like the surprise of the last game where we seen Vader at the end, I wouldn't be.
Was that only 5 years after Anakin's fall?
That's what it says. Apparently,
was it only 5 years? Or maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
So I mean,
no, it would have been because I remember Luke was a little kid in the show at the time, and when they're hunting and stuff like that. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a surprise from another main Star Wars character in it. Like sort of like a Vader-esque.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Carl looks cool. Like scars, and he looks more rugged, and looks like a man now.
Yeah.
He was a little boy. Little bitch boy. Now he's a man. I need more men. No, I'm gonna stop. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know where you're going with that either.
I don't know.
I thought you were going to say I need more men. More manly men.
I don't want boys. I want men. Man.
Oh,
somebody stop me. Right. I've got The Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. I pull back. Pull back?
You pulled that?
I pull back? I push back? No.
Words are hard.
Words are hard. What are words? Starfield won't be the biggest game. It will be this game. The Legend of Zelda. And it's only going to be on one console. And I bet you it's going to have more sales. Well, it'll have more sales because it's not on game.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll have more talk, this game, than Starfield. I just got a feeling Starfield will have bugs in it. We all know
Is it just because it's already
after all.
An established franchise and given the
reception
reception
also it's a sequel to Breath of the Wild, which is one of the biggest games ever.
Yeah, so given the reception to Breath of the Wild and how that was received.
Breath of the Wild's Metacritic was like 98 or something. One of the highest ever.
Oh yeah, it's like top 3.
I don't think there's been a game as high since then. Apart from maybe this game. We know, obviously coming out on Nintendo Switch, and it's out, this is the game that's out May 12th.
Oh,
I actually put it down here. We know zilch about this game. They have been so quiet, and there's been like one trailer, I think. And all we know is you can basically explore the skies because there's like this land or something in the skies above Hyrule. So maybe you can obviously, I'm assuming you may be able to wander through both. From what the trailer, if people remember it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's literally all we kind of know. We know nothing else.
Is that it? There's no been like.
But they have
story.
Zelda's not really about the story. To be honest, Zelda's not a story-based game. I just remember playing that game and like, that's another game. When you get past this sort of tutorial area, it's like go.
Just like you go.
Giant, massive world to explore with very nice graphics. It has that graphic style that suits it, which helps it run on the Switch.
Yeah.
Because if it was like better graphics, there's no way it would run on the Switch. That's another game though I had issues at launch was in the Switch was when it was you go to a village, they'd have frame rate drops. I just can't fucking stand frame rate drops. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
But apart from that, the game was like absolutely. It's such a beautiful game. Oh, it's so fucking good. I actually cannot wait for this game. This is one of those games you have to play if you have a Switch.
I still don't have a Switch.
Take your sister's one.
I know, I actually really should. And then just play bloody Breath of the Wind or Wild, whatever it's called.
Breath of the Wind?
Breath of the Wind. What's it called?
Well, the last one's Breath of the Wild. This
Breath of
was
the Wild.
Tears of the Kingdom.
That's what I was talking about. Oh my god.
Like,
Words are hard.
You probably don't need, like...
It's not like oh, you need to play this first one to understand the second one.
I was going to say that, and I completely just needed to reboot my system. I had just fucking words.
So, I mean, we don't know about words.
I was like, you don't need to.
You don't need
to. Just froze. I was like, I'm glitching now. Frame rate drops.
I know, but I still think it'd be good for me to actually like experience that game.
Oh yeah, you can easily go back to and play it.
Yeah. Okay, so next up, I have another very vague game which we have no information about. Is Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, that's not really my type of game.
No?
Nah.
See, it's another horror game.
Horror game.
Yeah, well, this one's supposed to be more sort of like leaning towards the horror element side of it rather than the first one. Obviously, the first one did have a horror element.
First one came out 1,000 years ago, did it not? It was an Xbox 360 exclusive game?
And then, because then they had the sequel and then Nightmare.
Remedy, right?
Yeah. I really enjoyed the first one. First one, I don't know why I seem to have like a affinity for horror games, even though I'm scared of a lot of things.
I just can't do it.
Which is weird, you know. But I thought Alan Wake was really unique in terms of just in terms of just like a lot of things, like the story, and then just like the gameplay and stuff like that. You know, light is your weapon essentially in a way, as well as obviously having weapons, guns, and that.
I don't know. It's never really appealed to me, that game at all. I just don't understand the love for it.
No,
I just don't get it. I just looked at it. I remember seeing it and being like, guy with black hair trying to find wife or someone, was it, or his daughter, was it?
No, I think it's his wife.
Looking for someone, and I remember having a torch. I was like,
no, I mean, I will admit he's a pretty generic sort of like hero, really.
Oh, he's named. The game's named after him, so you fucking hope he'd be good.
But yes,
it's like on the game Logan. Actually, that'd be a pretty badass. Because it'd be Wolverine. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, there is a Wolverine film called Logan, and that sounds pretty badass.
Oh, and that's such a good fucking film.
Yeah, but yeah, very vague. We don't know anything about it really. There's no sort of like official release date. The only thing that they've sort of said that I can remember off the top of my head is that it is apparently connected to like the Control universe. Like apparently they're all going to be connected.
They're doing like a little like movie universe, a game universe.
It looks like that.
Is Quantum Break in that universe? No, it can't be, because the same girl in that is actually the lead character in Control.
Interesting. Okay, so then
fact of the day.
That answers your question.
I love her. She's hot.
Nice.
Control was actually a really good game, by the way. You should play it.
I only played about an hour of it. It didn't. I don't know.
I really liked it.
Dropped me straight away.
But I think I got halfway through it, and then I ran into some sort of bug, and I got so fucking annoyed. I did my usual. I took a little half. I just take it back to it. But I will go back to it, because I remember I wanted to get in the Series X, but then they were charging like 20 quid or something. No, you had to buy the game again or something stupid.
Well, instead of getting the upgrade for free, they were just charging you.
Yeah, just for like tweaked graphics and stuff like that. But if you get in PC, you know what's funny with this? That when they do stuff like that, it's like if you get on PC, you can just like tweak it yourself in the options.
Yeah.
Fucking annoying. It's just greed. That's what it is.
Money.
So I've only got. I've still got like 3 games left on my list.
Okay, I got
Diablo 4.
Oh, I had seen Diablo 4 was released this year. I'm not really familiar with
Lilith is the big bad guy. Don't you know much about her? I know she's like, I don't know. I remember from Supernatural. She's like the first demon or something like that made by Lucifer or something. But Lucifer's not in this game of Diablo, which means the same thing. I don't know. I'm sure all Diablo like nerds, like big nerds, will know about it. I only played Diablo 3, which I actually loved. I played it way after release. I played it in 2014 when that expansion came out. I can't remember the top of my head what the expansion was called. And I played it on Xbox, which, by the way, Diablo works really well on console. Don't care what anyone says. Because Diablo 3 launched in 2012, and it was like a disaster because they had like an auction house, I think, in it. And it's a loot based game.
Right. Okay.
And I think you could just buy loot in the auction house.
That kind of defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, it's like a pay to win almost thing. But like it was. I think at the time people were fucking nuts.
That's like such a strange thing to do.
Oh well, it's fucking it's
Video games.
Back when Blizzard were like on the Activision claws started getting into them.
Oh, right, okay, that explains it. Then,
Before that, they were like Blizzard made 10 out of 10 games, nothing else. But yeah, so Diablo 4, it's the graphic style's come back to sort of like Diablo 2. I only played the recent remaster of that, so again, I'm not like an expert in Diablo franchise, but I do absolutely adore it. And the universe and just the cinematics of what Blizzard do, they're just amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing they do. Fucking anytime Blizzard have a cinematic out, it is like a movie. I'm like, I want a movie of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've never played
Overwatch,
half the
World of
games
Warcraft, Diablo, StarCraft. Like, their cinematics are honestly, I could just sit there and watch it. I'd pay a lot of money to watch these films. But yes, Diablo 4. So it's got like a gothic style, a lot darker, and you're in this massive, almost like open world now, and it kind of looks like an MMO because it's like it's an always evolving world, so you can run into other players and all that. So this is why I'm saying it's like an MMO. I don't think they actually have it tagged as that, but from the looks of it, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the graphics and like the look of it and the different, like, you know, they get different classes like Barbarian, Reaper. What was the Reaper called? Necromancer. Oh, no, Reaper. What the fuck am I talking about? Necromancer and Rogue, and that's different classes, and it's really fucking cool. And Crusader. Is Crusader in this one? He was in Diablo 3. So yeah, it's out. It's meant to be out June 6th. I don't think it's gonna make that. Personally, there's talk that they're still having development issues. I'm like, as soon as you hear that, they're not gonna fucking make that.
I guess, and is that pretty recent then? Like
that sort of talk, yeah. But they had a preview. I think a lot of outlets had previews, and they all said it was really good. Story heavy. Yeah. Gameplay is amazing. It feels great. Feels great in a controller, and just like everything we've seen, I was like, oh, this sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And it also looked amazing when they showed off the gameplay trailer. I'm very much looking forward to this game. This is definitely one of my most hyped ones.
Nice.
And I was hoping it'd be out in Game Pass, but I don't think that Activision Xbox deal is going to get done by then. So, yeah. If at all. That's a Sony loss. When you hear that news.
It is, isn't it?
But yeah. Again, we don't really know much else about the story. Stopping Lilith. That's the story.
Classic. Stop the bad guy. Killing the world.
Buzzing for it.
Nice. Okay, so my next one is The Wolf Among Us Season 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Never played it.
Have you not?
No. I know it's one of the good ones, but I've just never played Wolf Among Us.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it though?
Yeah. It's like, it's highly regarded. And
Telltale games are hit and miss for me. What was the one I played I hated? Game of Thrones. Fuck me, that was bad.
Oh, I never played the Game of Thrones ones.
Oh, they were terrible. I only played the first episode, wherever it was.
See,
I don't like it. I don't like episode format. Can they fucking release a game?
I know what you mean. Like, they have had a few hit or miss. Like, they're Tales
that's
from the
why they went
Borderlands.
under, didn't they? They went under.
I'm pretty sure they did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why no one thought that this was even going to, like, come around or something.
That's what I mean. Like, they went under and then they went quiet. They obviously, like...
Yeah.
They must have got bought over by someone and started off fresh.
I imagine so. But, yeah, honestly, if you can...
Is that the one where he's a werewolf?
Yeah. Bigsby is his name.
Totally.
It's like set in like the fairy tale universe sort of thing. It's almost like
I have no idea. Fairy tale universe.
It's so good. You know, in the sense of like not necessarily vampires. It's more like werewolves, and then you're like, you know, in a sense of like sort of like the three little pigs. Imagine them being like in sort of like a universe where they're like middle-aged pigs or something, and they're all just like
the wolf eats the pig,
slobs and stuff like that.
Right. Okay.
It's kind of like that in a sense. The story is it's such a good story. It's so good. Can't
really say anything about spoiling it. I might play it.
Yeah, I know. I really want you to play it.
So
I don't want to say anything. I don't know if it's on Game Pass.
All the Walking Dead games are on Game Pass, so I hope maybe Wolf Among Us will be there as well.
Actually, it might be. But apparently this is set 6 months after the ending of the first one, which
6 months.
Yeah.
And it's been how long since the first one?
First one was 2013.
What?
Yeah, Wolf Among Us was 2013.
10 years later.
I know, it's wild.
Is this gonna be their first game since they went under?
I can't mind.
Since they rebooted themselves.
Because didn't they do? Wasn't there another?
Wasn't
there recently like a new
Borderlands
sort of
What, Tales of the Borderlands?
Tales of the Borderlands or something.
That's ages ago, wasn't it?
Nah, there's like the pretty sure there's a more recent one.
Oh right.
Are you thinking of the one with like the voice by Troy Baker and that, and like Laura?
Yeah.
Bailey.
That's what I was thinking of.
That was a good one, but no, I'm pretty sure they released like a pretty recent one that was like regarded as being too woke, you know, in terms of like the writing and like the comedy and stuff like that. Yeah, there's no official release date for this. But regardless, I'm just happy to have an announcement, to be honest, and it's coming out this year at some point. If it does.
So it doesn't have a release date.
They don't die.
They think it's going to come out this year, but they don't actually have a release date for it.
Yeah, like, I think it's like at least like the last quarter like of the year apparently. But yeah, not much really about it. But regardless, I am still looking forward to it, and I hope it comes out. I hope just Telltale don't just die again, and then we don't get like this for like another 10 years or something.
Yeah, I know a lot of people loved Wolf Among Us. I don't know why. I think I saw like one clip of it, and like the poster, and I was like, "This looks Twilight or something." So I got the vibes.
I can see where you'd think that, but honestly, I actually think you would really enjoy it.
I did what I shouldn't be doing. I judged the book by its cover.
We're all guilty of that.
Yeah, we should never do that in the game.
But honestly, I would recommend it. You either get it really dirt cheap, or it's going to be on Game Pass.
Fine, twist my arm.
It's honestly, as soon as you finish it, you'll be like, you will.
Well, I cry.
You'll thank me.
Can't be sad. I like a good sad
story. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to spoil anything.
Well, I bet it's sad.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not saying anything.
Wow, okay.
No comment.
Any animals die?
No comment.
No dogs or cats die?
No cats or dogs.
Okay, I'm in.
Just people. Your favourite.
My favourite. I don't give a fuck if people die. Kids, adults, all of them! But as soon as a little puppy or cat dies, that's it.
You're like, nope, boom.
No, I'm kidding. Where am I? Actually, this game is one of my most hyped, is Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, right.
It's finally coming. Final Fantasy 15 came out in 2016. I loved it. I don't know a lot of people didn't, but I personally did. I like pretty much most Final Fantasy games I've played. I've absolutely adored.
Mm-hmm.
I played a lot. Like I played 7 remake. I've touched 8. Turned it on, played it for a bit, but then I was like, this game's too old for me. I played quite a bit at 9 actually. Completed 10. I played heavily of the MMO, so that was 14. I've got like 200, 300 hours or something on that game, like level 79 currently. I have played 13, didn't really like it. I'm missing one. Obviously 15. Anyway, so yeah, I played a good majority of them, and remake and stuff like that as well. So I'm actually buzzing for this game. It looks fucking brilliant. It's gone back to a medieval Europe sort of setting with different kingdoms, and that's the way it's going for. I don't particularly like the voice acting. It just sounds that cheesy English accent.
What, from like what they've shown
Trevor, yeah, like
Trevor. Okay.
What you doing over there?
Like that,
no, I'm playing this in Japanese.
Like that oldie English sort of thing.
or like Welsh accents, or like fucking Scousers.
What are you doing, mate?
It's like I'm not dealing with that. Can't be dealing with that. I could be dealing with my own accent in a fucking movie. Never mind our game. Never mind that. Like I don't like Scottish accents in games either, because they're always fucking stupid. They're so
like, I'm Scottish.
It's like we all don't sound like that.
It's like, have you ever seen that clip of Uncharted, the movie, with the
I know you're on
the Scottish guy.
That's
what it's like when you see that. It's like, now I understand why people are like, they feel discriminated against in like games and stuff.
You know? When it's how others feel. I don't like it. But it doesn't. No, it's fucking me. Anyway, yeah. So medieval Europe. It's like I think it's gonna be like semi-open world areas. Okay. So it's not gonna be one big open world. It's gonna be semi-open world areas. Yeah. But you can actually see. You can probably argue that The Witcher is like that. It's got like three.
Like 3 regions in a way.
Yeah, it's got 3 regions which are like open worlds. So I was like, I'm thinking more like maybe it's more like that, which is nowhere near a bad thing. The writer of this game is Yoshi P, who wrote Final Fantasy 14 story. He's a very good writer, so I'm expecting tears in this. It'd be very sad.
Oh, okay.
He loves he likes breaking hearts. Let's put it that way. But the combat is different. I know some old school Final Fantasy fans won't like it.
Is it revamped in a way, or like
it's tweaked again? More like action based, but it's like DMC games, Devil May Cry.
Oh, right, okay.
The combat director from Devil May Cry is doing the combat director for this game.
Okay, so that probably explains
like technical designer or whatever the official name is. But like when you look at the gameplay of Final Fantasy 16, it does look like a action heavy or combo heavy, and it just looks fucking sick.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be based, like 15 was based over 10 years, and I think this game's going to be set similar, because your character, I want to say his name is Clive. It might not be.
That sounds like such a generic name.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
No.
Wow. It's Clive, the hero of the world. Clive. I can't remember the land's called in this, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But like, this game looks absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. PS5 exclusive, so it's not anything else. Nice. So full power of the PlayStation 5 as well. I can't wait for this year because we're going to see some real this gen console games, which I'm very excited for, and I'm fucking buzzing for this game. I love Final Fantasy. I really hope the soundtrack, every Final Fantasy game has S tier soundtrack. 15, don't care what anyone says, is top 3 soundtrack for Final Fantasy. Fight me!
See, the one I remember is just like Stand By Me from what Final Fantasy was that?
15, right at the start.
Aye.
You pushing the car. It's a great song, by the way.
That's an amazing song.
It was Florence Machine did that.
Machine.
Yeah, they did a cover for it, just for the
Stand! Not like that, obviously a lot better.
What was that?
I don't know.
Stand!
I can't. That was more like sort of like country.
That's what you sounded like.
Oh, just stand by me, darling.
But yes, I am buzzing.
Very nice. Well, I don't have any more actually that I can
I've got more,
think of. So if you want to carry on.
Stalker 2.
Oh my god,
Heart
yes.
of Chernobyl.
Forgot about that.
Never played a Stalker game in my life.
Yeah, hi. But this one looks very, very promising.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I literally know nothing about this game.
Oh no.
I like the Stalker world. I know what's going to do with like anomalies, and there's like the whole area's been fucked up, and there's like it's basically an immersive sim mixed with FPS.
To me,
and I think you go back to your camp and all that, and it's like,
so you have like a settlement.
I think so. I think
right. Okay.
Because you have to go out and get supplies and all that.
It just reminds me a
which
lot
sounds
of
really good to me.
Like Metro, like it's almost like a similar vibe and like
Metro and like Escape from Tarkov is what I get, but not as obviously sweaty as Tarkov. But it's that sort of vibe it has to it, and obviously there's monsters and shit in this one. And I think the first one obviously had that as well. I can't even remember. Like I'll speak for both of us. I don't think you played the last one.
Oh, I haven't played.
Like, I've never played them. So, but this game looks fantastic. It's on Unreal Engine 5. I'm pretty sure as well. So
Xbox
obviously,
Game
any
Pass, baby.
screenshots you see of it fucking looks incredible, and the gameplay looks great. They released one not too long ago. Ukrainian base, but obviously because of the fucking Rusks being cunts invading Ukraine, doing what they do, killing innocents and all that, just fucking Russian things, you fucking cunts. Oh god, getting really angry when I just think of the Russians.
Could tell.
But like, obviously, they moved out, and I think they're working somewhere in Eastern Europe. But obviously, the development team was based in Kiev, so it was delayed for a while. But it is coming out this year apparently, and it was announced this game 13 years ago, so it's obviously restarted a few times since then. But it looks brilliant, and I really can't wait for it. So yeah, it's on Game Pass, Series X, not on PlayStation or any other. So Series X, S, and PC. And I think I have like fucking 2 or 3 more.
No, here, just keep going if you've got them. I'm interested to hear anyway.
Okay, where is it? Did I say it? No, I didn't. Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2.
Oh.
So again, another sequel to a game I never thought we'd get a sequel. I remember talking about this with like cousins and all that, and who were well into Warhammer as well. Being like, why are we not getting a sequel to Space Marine? Which is like arguably one of the best Warhammer games ever made. There's a lot of bad ones out there.
When was it released then?
2011.
Oh, okay. So it's been a while then.
And it had like a multiplayer which was quite good from what I remember. You go against the Chaos Marines. It was kind of like a cover shooter, third-person cover shooter, like Gears of War. That's kind of remind of. It had all the gore as well because it's Warhammer. But yeah, so it's a sequel. He plays the same character, Titus. But anyway, he's part of the Ultramarines. They're the blue ones. The blue ones. The blue ones. Ultramarines. But yeah, so that's all we kind of know. We're against Tyranids in this one, which are basically like the Zerg from StarCraft. Zerg? I don't know what that is there. But they're like little, they're basically like alien creatures, like dinosaur alien creatures. Like from like xenomorphs, that sort of style, that whole race of them.
Yeah, because you know how earlier on you were
talking
about...
They're like the big bad of that universe. Like when they come in, like they fuck up everything.
Because you know how earlier on you were talking about Blizzard and all like their sort of like CGI trailers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I have seen a lot of the Warhammer ones, just because it looks cool as fuck. Like I have seen them obviously like in their big massive blue armor and stuff like that, and then fighting those creatures that are they're very xenomorph.
StarCraft, or do you mean like this one?
I mean the Warhammer.
Oh, Warhammer World.
Yeah, I have seen a few of them. Because those CGI trailers, like a lot of those games, are just always absolutely stellar.
That's why I can't wait for this game.
Like I know nothing about this whole franchise really. Like I mean tidbits in that.
I know tidbits. Like it's so fucking lore deep heavy. Like
right.
Warhammer fans will be laughing at me right now just talking about it. Like I couldn't tell you what the Ultramarines like. Every like different like sort of company of like the Space Marines. There's so many. Like I personally like the Space Wolves just because I remember reading the lore for them, and I remember it being like, that's the fucking coolest world. And plus they have the coolest name. Okay, right, it says Space Wolves. You get like Blood Ravens, Ultramarines, Space Wolves.
Blood
Ravens. I used to fucking memorize these. I used to play Dawn of War games and RTS games. I can't fucking remember now because they had all of them. But I actually like the Chaos Marines. They're one of my favorites just because they're
Chaos Marines.
They hate everything.
Well.
So yeah, that is out this year. I can't remember the date. I'm gonna have the dates written somewhere bottom right.
Yeah, but we'll have the dates on screen for like a lot of these games anyway.
Yeah, the only one I actually think I remember saying is Zelda, but
you've said quite a few of them, I think.
This is a game I remember putting on my anticipated list last year.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Maybe it was last year. Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, right, okay.
Finally coming out after a long ass time, and it's coming out. They have a date in August. They don't actually have the day in August, but they have the month in August.
Oh, so they know it's August, just not an official date.
Yeah, which is weird.
Okay, that is quite.
Probably get delayed. Hopefully not delayed out this year though, because I really want to play this game.
Really, that's quite close to like the end of like the year as well.
August.
I mean, if they can, because if they delay it, depending on how it, like the state of it is, it could be like a few months.
Like this is a game that I don't think they have to worry about like going against like Spider-Man, for example. Like people are going to play this game. The people who are excited for this game are going to play this game. Like me,
like the core audience.
See if this came out the same day as Spider-Man 2. I play Baldur's Gate. Like
really?
I'm so fucking excited for this game. The creators of Divinity Original Sin 2. I played that game to death on PC, and I got it on the Xbox. I bought it on the Xbox. I fucking loved the game that much. And I played something like I got to like the third island, or the third act, sorry. And that's still about 60-70 hours of it.
And this is on the console version?
Yeah, the console version. Right, okay. And I've got well over 100.
Is it the same experience, like in terms of like does transfer over like pretty well?
It plays really well with controller as well.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But this game's same sort of like style and writing and combat, but it's Unreal Engine. I'm pretty sure they turned to, so the game fucking looks beautiful.
Okay.
And it's very mature setting, if you know what I mean, in romance world. And it's just got that deep lore, that sort of like D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons sort of like combat and like characters and like you've seen it reminds me a bit like BioWare when you see them talk and all that. It looked like a BioWare game almost. Oh, but this studio Ladian, one of these days I'll say it right. They're just so trustworthy. Like I expect them to be a fucking brilliant video game. If it's like Divinity Original Sin 2, which I don't remember having like any bugs in PC or any performance issues, I expect just a fucking full on 10 out of 10 game at launch. It's already out. Act 1's already out for early access. It's only Act 1.
Right, okay. So are they releasing them in acts?
No. Well, they did this Divinity as well. They just released Act 1 just for people to play it and like any bugs they can squash.
Just polish things up.
Yeah, so it polish things up. So then it helps them polish it for later on. And then they can get feedback. And everyone that's played the Act 1 sort of like a early access sort of thing have said that the game is fucking amazing. Please release it ASAP. But now the game is ready, almost. It's oven hot. Fresh. But yeah, I've never played Baldur's Gate, so I know fuck all about the world and the lore, so I'm going in fresh for that as well. So yep, that's a game I'm literally going to pre-order. I'm pre-ordering it, but as soon as I get that, as soon as they say it is out on this date, this day, book time off work, everyone. I'm fucking pre-ordering that shit. I would pre-order a special edition.
That's when you know like that you're excited for a game, when you pre-order.
I'm going to pre-order it, and I know it's going to be good. That's how fucking confident I am in this game.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, it just launches and it's broken. I'm so upset. But yes, Baldur's Gate. And my last game was, you actually reminded me just before we started, was The Expanse. A Telltale game as well.
Telltale game, yes.
I remember, I totally forgot they announced that last year.
Yeah, it was purely just an announcement, wasn't it?
Yeah, so Expanse is a sci-fi sort of genre. It's on Amazon Prime, the TV show. There's like 6 seasons? 6 seasons?
Okay.
6 seasons? Fucking such a good show. And that's based on books, which go longer than the show. But The Expanse. If you haven't seen The Expanse, fuck Telltale. Fucking watch The Expanse. It's such a good show. Amazing characters, good writing, good like special effects, good fucking battles. You know, you got Earth, you got the Martians, and you got the Belt. People in the Belt where like people live in asteroids and shit. It's like 3 different factions essentially, and they're all like at war and shit. It's such a good sci-fi show. It's one of the best sci-fi TV shows in a long ass time.
Huh, interesting.
I
haven't actually watched it myself.
But a Telltale game on that, sign me in. But that is everything from my list, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we've probably missed a few, but then again, it's like it's our own personal preference, really.
Yeah, it's like games I was very excited for.
Yeah. Of course, if you agree with us on any of these games that we're excited to look out for, or if you guys have anything, let us know in the comments below. Of course, we would love to hear, what you're looking forward to this year.
Please.
Yeah.
Opinions.
We know no one's list is going to be the same, so it's always nice to hear someone else's sort of like point of view and like what they're looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you want to follow us on Twitter or anything else, obviously all of our socials are in the link down below. Remember to like and subscribe, please. That'd be very much appreciated. And we will see you next time on our next video. So thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.